works. In terms of what I want to bring to it today to this presentation is what are my personal views in terms of what I've seen product management currently doing, and in terms of how I would like them to evolve further in the agile Scrum environment. So this is my attempt to share my thoughts with this community, and let's see how you guys find it controversial, funny, or just boring. So let me know.
You would have to turn mirroring off if you want a different view on your machine.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pitney Bowes, it's a Fortune 500 company, as Vikram just mentioned. So we were actually listed on the Nasdaq in 1950s. We are pretty much all over the world. 5.4 billion in revenue. We have like 33,000 employees, and Pitney Bowes software is practically what I am a part of right now, which is probably in the 134 range in terms of the software 500 companies, and I pretty much look at in all kinds of roles. So basically, for me, product managers today are like rock stars today. I think Kavita mentioned Superman. They're like true rock stars. They just have the charisma, they have the energy, they inspire people. They are like, wow, go sales guys, go and sell this, and the sales guys are like, zoom. Engineers, go and develop this, and the engineers are like zombie coders, right? But you know what? Most of these traits, every product manager carries a lot of accessories with him all the time. He's always worried about, hey, can I get to change the requirement in the next sprint? Because I'm the Superman, I'm the god, I'm the rock star, right? And of course, why would I even show up on time? Should I attend the sprint meeting? Forget it, the demos, I don't need those demos. Ask me about release planning. When are we going to do release planning? By the way, I didn't hear that term. Where did that come from? Oh man, I need to go out to the customers. I need to gather competitive intelligence. This is what I need to talk about it, right? Is this what I need to? Or I need to go and do a service, search on Twitter. Okay, let me run a little quick check on my social media, Facebook in the meantime. And then you find, okay, product managers, we think we know where you're going, and the reality, well, it's coming up, we are all looking at you, and then we know what you want. This is what you do today. In the agile environment, you're actually having fun. You're having a good time. So product managers out here, or outside, we know we are watching you. This is your version 1.0, and we really don't like it. So what we really want is for you guys, all product managers out here, to wake up, because we really want another one, another version of you. We don't like this version, we want a version 2.0, right? Where you guys all rise up, do what you're supposed to do, and not just watch a sprint demo and write a little user story. But what exactly does this mean in the version 2.0? Do you guys know? The product managers, do you know what you really want to bring to the table? Well, I think you need to look again. What exactly you are looking for is not just leading a ship here, leading this whole portfolio, but bringing to the table all these things, right? You really want to bring the technical expertise, the marketing skills, the sales, the advertising, the PR, right? And not just a simple user story or a sprint demo or a little sales webinar, right? We are looking more than that for you guys. And I am a proxy product owner myself, so I can really vouch for it. I don't do all these things. And honestly, look inside your heart, product managers, do you do? Are you even ready for all this? But we go to the customer sites. How many of product managers visit the actual customers? We talked about doing little tinkering here and there. Oh, I did this web survey, I got this great feedback. But did you actually solve the problem? You tell developers, oh, go and develop this little feature. I like this UI, this button, this color. But what's the problem you're actually solving, right? Have you actually figured out which segment you are looking at and you really are targeting that segment? No, I don't think so. Because you're not even looking at the competitors. What's our landscape? Do you know? I think Amit mentioned he was talking to a clear trip guy and he got some ideas. Maybe he didn't say he didn't put it there, but the idea is, are you even listening what the competitors are doing? Are you watching the landscape? Are you watching even what the technology trends are? Is the economy going to go in recession next year again? Do you know what the impact is on your product? Is that the question you are even thinking about? And then you tell us, go develop this small feature with this button, but actually, what's happening? Do you know your roadmap? Where exactly are you going to take this product? What's your short-term, medium-term, long-term horizon? Do you know? Are you going in the right direction even? Do you have that strategic input? Are you aligned with the organizational strategy? I don't think so today. So what we are struggling today, product managers doing small things, tinkering here, but not even looking at the broader level. So the chief product managers or the chief product owners as we call them now. So Amit left off I think in a hurry, but I would love to ask him again and put this. So what's the product portfolio that you're looking at? All the products in your portfolio, are they making money? All those who know the matrix, the growth matrix, BCG. How many cows, how many dogs do you have in your portfolio? Are you looking at throwing those away? Which ones are you looking at? What's your IRR on each of those portfolios? And ultimately, how much money are they making? Are you making even a profit on your product? What's your net profit margin? What's your strategy again? What's your organizational strategy to make money here? Do you even know that? If you know that, why don't you share it? If you share it, we'll add more value to it, right? We can reduce the development cost, but you need to tell us what is happening with the product portfolio or the product itself. Okay, where are the costs? Ultimately, if you don't have the answer, at least go out so that we can say, let's build partnerships with people. Let's buy the capability. Let me reuse this feature with this partner or this supplier, right? Internally, you may want to build networks across business units. Do we even look at that, product managers? We are still struggling with all this, right? So we still are focused on, again, this product, my dev team, my engineering team doesn't deliver. What about innovation, right? So we did talk about a little bit of incremental innovation, again, doing some small things, enhancing the feature set here or there, but what's your innovation pyramid again? Are you looking at some long-term strategic bets? Do you have that in your portfolio, in your horizon? Or is there some medium-term, I would say a large number of medium-term bets? And finally, the lower end, I would say the easy picks, which you want to roll out in the next 6 months. Finally, you say, add this feature, add this feature, add this feature. And I heard that we just said, why don't you drop a feature? Do you think about it? What is the business value of every little change that you bring to the table when you say, in the sprint planning meeting, this is my priority and this is what I want to do. So what exactly are you bringing in terms of business value for every little step that you mentioned to us, right? So this is a question for you, product managers again. What is our story? What is our messaging when we go to launch? So I'm going to launch today, but what is my script? I'm targeting the low-end market. Is that a mass market messaging I want to do? Or is it a premium, high-end channel strategy? Are you looking at that? What exactly, again, we need to know. So maybe we can help you with that, product owners, product managers. So tell us, what exactly are we looking at? Ultimately, when you sell the product, it's on the customer side. What exactly is the total cost of ownership for the customer? Does it include the consulting, the services, the maintenance? Do you have a multi-year agreement? What exactly are you doing to package the whole thing together along with the sales, support, services, everything together? And how do you, again, help those teams around the business to deliver it to the customers? So friends, we are looking for a new product manager version 2.0, right? If you're out there, raise your hand, let me know, and we'll talk about it. But right now, I don't see product managers at a version 2.0 in agile world who are just enjoying themselves. I need them to wake up and say, yes, I am the product manager version 2.0 and maybe version 3.0, which we'll discuss in the next Scrum India meeting. So for now, I think this is me. So, thank you.
Questions?
So how is your team gearing up to that version 2.2?
So I'm waking them up. Yeah, so it's a start here. So I think what we are finding is that product managers are trying to now share the numbers, the P&Ls, and that is like a first step in that direction in trying to engage more with the development teams. So that's one of the first steps that we are taking here.
Do you think that product managers have to have a certain business acumen?
Of course, they just can't do it without it. I think you heard, I think Amit also say that once you bring the P&L in front of the product manager, and I think we are probably saying in Agile that it's a single ringable neck, right? So ultimately we are trying to say that you have the full authority, you are empowered to do whatever you want to do within that portfolio of investment, right? But you need to understand the numbers. Without numbers, you and I just can't have our bread and butter, right? Otherwise we better go work for a charity.
More questions?
Do you find product managers coming back and saying we don't have time for the dev team?
Of course, definitely. We see that all the time. They are struggling. So that's why I said, so they have to be a superhuman breed. They have to have that, be available and communicate their time, their thoughts in a precise, concise manner. So that with the limited amount of time, because they have to cover so many stakeholders, they need to be able to say, yes, this is what I need, this is what you guys should understand. And the user stories, the personas are just a means to an end, right?
Once again, a big round of applause. I think that's the best presentation ever. Thank you so much, Asheesh.